सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang is bring light to your darkness. Of course, you can only bring light. Your darkness cannot be there. Once you bring light, your darkness cannot be there. If it is there, you have not brought the light. Maybe I can change the subject into bring light where your darkness used to exist. Whenever you bring light, whenever you bring intelligence, whenever you bring life, darkness has to disappear. Death has to disappear. Ignorance has to disappear. In today's sutra, Patanjali dives deep into the science of bringing light into your being. Patanjali, a great Siddha Purusha. Patanjali is actually the junction point where the Siddha tradition and Vedantic tradition both becomes alive. Because Patanjali is basically a Siddha from Tamil Nadu. But his disciple Gaudapada, he is Guru of Govindapada, who is Guru of Adi Shankaracharya. And the whole Siddha tradition traces its source back to Patanjali. That is the reason Patanjali is one of the greatest incarnation happened in planet Earth. If you see based on the number of followers, Patanjali is the founder of a religion with the largest number of followers, because 1/4 of America follows some form of yoga. Understand? 25% of America, 1/4 does some form of yoga. Means practicing religion. I'm not talking about the certificate religion or theory religion, where in some certificate religion it is mentioned in which religion your parents are born. Understand? Religion is useful to you only when you discover it. Which you discovered, that religion only will be life for you. So, if I need to explain based on this definition, how many people discover religion and start living inspired way, practicing, then Patanjali is the largest. Patanjali is the founder of a tradition which is discovered by largest number of people even in the modern age. All over the world, the yoga, actually if yoga is accepted as a religion, I can say this is the largest practicing religion. Practiced religion. Soon you will see humanity will evolve to a level, by the time you become 18, you will be given all the options, which religion you want to follow. All the essence of all the religions will be presented to you without bias, without fanaticism, without the cult mentality, without the fight. It will be presented in front of you. Based on your mental attitude and aptitude, set up, you can pick up. I feel personally, soon means not one generation and all I'm feeling within next 5-6 years, the humanity is going to evolve to the level, by the age of 18, you will be given an option of what country you want to live, which language you want to use for your life, and what religion you want to live, all the options, and which gender. Please understand, the gender change will become wide and a lifestyle. So by 18 you can pick up, you want to be in the same gender in which you took birth, or you want to change. I am really seeing the life is going to be that open. We are going to have this kind of humanity where more options, choices are provided. That is why I am telling, please be prepared with choiceless awareness, so that when so much of choices are given in front of you, you don't fall into depression. With choiceless awareness, all choices are luxury. Without choiceless awareness, all choices are torture. Understand? Without choiceless awareness, more number of choices, more dilemma. Dilemma means depression and suffering. Usually when people come to me and very arrogant, violent, disobedient, I don't punish them. I just let them take their decisions, that's all. That is enough punishment for them. Because just the dilemma is enough, that will kill them. Because morning you will be planning and working for something, and next day morning you will be planning and working for something else. That pull and push. There is a beautiful story I was reading. One guy wanted to play fun with his donkey. So he piled heap of grass, both sides, equal distance. And this donkey was really hungry, this guy. So he told the donkey, come on, both sides, grass is there. Whatever you want to do, do it. Which side you want to eat, eat. And this donkey, as usual, put one step this side. Then he thought, why not go left? Why should it be right? Then he turned and put 2 steps this side. What is the wrong in going towards right? Why did I turn left? Then he started going towards right. I should have done it there itself. Why am I walking so long? Then he started going towards left. Then he realized, oh, I need to put more number of steps for left. I think better to be in the right. Then he started going towards right. By the time he felt really giddy, and he thought, oh God, I think left and right both are equally distant. I don't think I am going to reach anywhere. And he fell and dropped. Please understand, without choiceless awareness, choices are punishment, not luxury. I am telling you, 2012 there is not going to be any tsunami. There is not going to be any pole shift. There is not going to be any earthquake. There is not going to be any natural calamity. But there is going to be a huge man-made calamity, consumeristic civilization. Understand? Planet Earth is going to be attacked, invaded, something called consumeristic civilization, consumeristic mental setup, millions of choices. Be prepared for that attack with choiceless awareness. Otherwise, the depression is going to be a way of life. Surely, there is no earthquake, there is no tsunami, there is no pole shift, there is no natural calamity. Don't worry. There is no Nibiru. There is no that X-planet. No, don't worry. Nothing is there. But the lifestyle change. The whole economy and life It is going to be in the hands of the people who are going to exploit you left and right. Your body is income source for doctors. Your mind is income source for entertainment industry. Your life is income source for multinational companies to promote their products. So all of them are going to eat your flesh, eat your emotions, eat your intellect, eat your very breathing. Be prepared to save yourself. That's all I am saying. There is going to be huge choices. By the age of 18, you will be given a clear graphics photo, how you want to look. Please choose. In 2 years, we will finish 120 surgery on you. You will look like that. Do you want to be male, female, between, or beyond, below? You will be given 25 options. Or some part feminine organ, some masculine organ. There is going to be huge choices. And if you have not developed choiceless awareness, how are you going to handle? You guys may laugh now when I predict. See, when it happens, you will understand. When it happens, you will understand. And people will really feel bored by being male or female for more than 10 years. Just like now people feel bored living with one man or one woman. And the option of divorce exists. There is going to be an option of physical divorce. You will just divorce your body and create new one. It's going to be lifestyle. You will see. You will see it. Only then you will understand the importance of choiceless awareness. Develop it. Knowledge about your prarabdha, what for you landed, is not luxury anymore. It is basic survival need. Knowledge what for you landed is not luxury. Earlier you could be living without that. Now you can't. It is survival need. So, Patanjali, creator of world's most practiced religion, the founder of world's most practiced religion, a powerful spiritual tradition. Let's enter into his sutra. This is 76th sutra in chapter 2, 25th verse. Tat abhavat sanyoga bhavo hanam tat drishe kaivalyam. Wow. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, there being absence of that ignorance, there is absence of junction. This is the destruction of ignorance, and this is the independence of seer. Wow. He is giving solution for yesterday's sutra, yesterday's problem. Yesterday he described the problem, the last sutra. Today he is giving solution in this sutra. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, when ignorance has been destroyed, this identification ceases, then bondage is at an end and the experiencer is independent and free. Sachidananda translates as, without this ignorance, no such union occurs. This is independence of the seer. Great. I'll try to translate by presenting each concept. Understand? Yesterday I explained ignorance. Ignorance means not taking any of your logic to its logical conclusion. If you take any of your logic to its logical conclusion, It will rest in restful awareness. Not taking any of your logic to logical conclusion is ignorance. And acting based on the ignorance brings misery. Doing any action or strategy planning based on the ignorance brings misery. Now, when this ignorance is dropped, means whenever you feel your logic has not reached its logical conclusion, you are not able to take the logic to its logical conclusion. Not only don't make any decisions based on that half-conclusive ideas, drop the very inconclusiveness, create a space where you don't make any of your strategies based on this illogical, imperfect, idiotic, ignorant understandings or misunderstandings. The words I utter may look like a broad theory. It is not. Every single problem you have can be just picked up and applied to this theory, and it will deliver solution now. What I am talking is not pure science, it is applied science. People are not interested in pure science. Boring. No. What I am talking is applied science, technology. Please understand. Any problem you have, just pick up and apply with this technology. See, are you able to take it to its logical conclusion? If it leads you to the restful awareness, you have taken it. If not, then don't make any decision, don't do any strategy planning based on that inconclusive, aborted thoughts. That's all. You will see thousands of foolish strategy plans which you have about your life will be dropped. That itself will bring so much of free space about your future. What is real freedom? See, freedom is freedom to choose anything you want in future, and freedom to be in choicelessness when something is forced on you in future. That's all is freedom. Understand? Freedom is freedom for and freedom from future. Freedom for future, whenever you want to choose what you want to choose. At some point, because of your decisions which you made earlier, you may not have that flexibility in the future. That time, freedom from freedom. That's all is freedom. Just flowing with it. Freedom is not vertical stick. It is flowing river. As long as you have an idea of vertical stick, straight line, it is not freedom. Freedom is flowing river. When you look from the sky, from the flight, straight roads are not freedom, understand. It is made by your predecessor who was ruling the country, and you are going in that route, going in that straight line road. Don't think you are in freedom. No. You are in freedom described by somebody else. As described by somebody else. If you are flowing like a river, you are in freedom. So, when you have freedom for future, enjoy that. When you need freedom from future, enjoy that. When you need freedom from freedom, enjoy that. That is freedom. Jivan Mukti is being like a flowing river, not going in a straight line. Not having ignorance for making any strategy in your life is basic understanding, basic intelligent understanding you need to have. Just you will flow with the life. The tremendous achievements, possibilities, fulfillment, sharing, all this happens when ignorance is not the basic strategy planning for you. When there is no ignorance, the confusion of matter and consciousness never happens inside you. You are there. You handle each field's problem with that each field's intelligence. You don't confuse spiritual problems into social, social into legal, legal into moral, moral into political, political into economical. You will not be confused. You just know which is what. I tell you, having clarity about moral problems are as moral, political as political, legal as legal, spiritual as spiritual, economical as economical is energy. When energy happens in you, first this disidentification or clarity comes to you. Chaotic union does not happen in you. It is just energy. Energy brings intelligence, intelligence brings energy. It's like a virtuous cycle. If you are more energetic, you become more intelligent. If you are more intelligent, you become more energetic. As Patanjali says, Tat abhavat sanyoga bhavo hanam tadrishe kaivalyam. When the ignorance disappears, the union of matter and consciousness, chit chata, purusha prakriti, brahma maya, matter and consciousness does not happen. And just you know, you are pure. And when there is no union, there is no matter. Matter also is energy. You drown yourself in the space of unified field. Advaita Samrajya, Advaita Anubhuti, the space where oneness is a living reality, not a verbal concept. Just if you can drown yourself into the space where you don't take any strategy or decision or belief based on your illogical ideas. See, take any thought to its logical conclusion. Till then, don't believe. The off conclusion, don't make any strategy. Suddenly you will see the very idea that your body will be questioned by you. So whole thing will tumble down. You will fall into the space of unified field. Advaita Anubhuti, Advaita Samrajya. So understand, not making any decision, not doing any strategy planning based on the incomplete, irresponsible logic and its inconclusive conclusions will directly lead you to enlightenment. Not only success and peace in the outer world, success and peace in the inner world will happen in you. So understand, even if you fail, by making a strategy based on knowledge, means after your logic reaches its logical conclusion, you will have the intelligence to handle that failure and stand up. But never make a strategy in the beginning with the inconclusive logic. When you go on making with conclusive logic, the conclusive restful awareness, anything happens after that, you will have intelligence to stand up. You can stand up. No attack can shake you. Stirred, not shaken. Understand? Maybe stirred, not shaken. So understand, if you go on making decisions based on your logical conclusions, maybe somebody will try to stir you, but nobody can shake you. Nobody can shake you. So, I tell you, avoid ignorance. Naturally, there will not be confusion between matter and consciousness. You will be in the pure inner space. Let you all achieve, live, experience, express and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.